Coming up on Carolina This Week, it is campaign season. We're going to hear from a couple candidates for Horry County Council. Then a little later, high school seniors have a way they can make a little bit of extra money for college by writing an essay. I'll tell you all about it. Carolina This Week starts right now.
This is Carolina This Week. Carolina This Week with Tim McGinnis.
It is officially election season. Qualifying for most seats in South Carolina starts on March 16th and closes on March 30th. This morning, I'm going to be joined by two candidates for Horry County Council. Up first, a newcomer, at least running for office, is Chuck Ottwell, who's running for District 5 Horry County Council seat. But you're no stranger to politics. District 5, I should mention, that's Surfside Beach area, some of Socastee area, parts of Garden City.
And Murrells Inlet.
And Murrells Inlet.
Correct.
So why are you running, Chuck?
Why am I running? Good question. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for having me.
Sure.
Always a fan, Tim.
Thank you.
The reason I'm running is to improve the quality of life in the 5th District. I believe we need a lot of things in the 5th. Jobs. We need a better infrastructure. The CEL project is a very passionate thing for me. The CEL project is the Southern Evacuation Lifeline. I work closely with the Regional Economic Development Group, and we're going to have a couple announcements that we're bringing jobs into the southern end of Horry County, which we desperately need.
In the southern part of Horry County, that is an interesting part of Horry County because it's not quite all of the tourism that you have up around Myrtle Beach, but in some regards, it's a very quiet area, and then in some regards, it is growing so fast that how do you keep up with all of that growth?
That's true. We have many housing areas. The area I live at the International Club. Golly, we have 520 homes in our general area. The area across the street from me, TPC, they're still building new homes over there. It's just, the growth is just phenomenal. Fortunately for us that live there, I'm also a member of the Greater Burgess Community Association, and we've been a smaller association, but now we're starting to gain some political strength, and I hope to capitalize on that political strength at the county council level.
You talk about infrastructure and the Southern Evacuation Lifeline. We're seeing Highway 707 widen. We're seeing Highway 31 coming down there. Outside of those things, what are some other infrastructure needs that you want to champion for that part of the county?
Well, on 707, you know, one of the things that I kind of hated to see was the giant oaks that have been there for a couple hundred years. They're gone. We need to try to make it a better looking area than just putting a new strip of highway. We're going to have sidewalks on both sides of the street, but I think we need to have a beautification of that area somewhat also. The other thing that we need on the southern end over in Surfside area is the outfall projects. And again, the county can help, but we got most of the money from the federal government.
Talking about some things that have come up recently in Horry County Council and also in some of the municipalities, talking about tents on the beach. And that's, the beach does run through the 5th District. What do you think about tents on the beach?
Tents on the beach, interesting. I really don't want to say yes or no. I am not on county council yet.
So you're going to wait a while till you develop your stance on that one.
I agree. Yes, I am.
Okay. You mentioned jobs and bringing jobs to that part of the county. Of course, everybody wants to see jobs coming to Horry County. Ainer's getting a lot with the guns. Mm-hmm. What do you see for what type of industry do you see coming to the South Strand?
Well, the one of them that we have to expand upon is we have some insurance companies, and we're going to do some things with a cell and a call center company. So those are things that are not going to really impact our infrastructure to a great degree. one of the things that we need is we need better egress and a way out of town in case of a major disaster. I lived in Florida for a number of years, in Pensacola. I've been through hurricanes. I know what's going to happen down the road. It's not a pretty sight.
What is something that you have seen happen on council that you don't think should have happened, that wouldn't happen if you were there?
I don't know if I would have voted for the WestJet deal. The other thing is our unfunded liability. I have a degree in accounting and an MBA. I'm the guy that has started corporations, been there to make the payroll, etc. Unfunded liabilities, we need to seriously look at that on county council.
And WestJet, that, just to remind viewers, that's where a lot of money was, or a lot of business was promised to WestJet if they added flights here. Didn't quite get the business that it was supposed to get, so the county ended up on the hook for, I think, around $500,000.
550,000.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't have. You wouldn't have voted for that.
I don't think I would have done that. I don't think I would be, as a business person, I don't think I would have guaranteed somebody something of that magnitude.
What about breaks for companies? You talk about bringing jobs in call centers. What about tax breaks for companies?
I think we need them. I agree 100% with that. I was on part of the team that, when I worked in Chicago, that we did a similar deal for our research center, which is in Naperville. Now you look back on it, it was a win-win situation for everybody. It flat put that area on the map. Again, I am still a stockholder and a very happy one. It was a great deal for both parties.
All right. And we can't really talk about infrastructure without talking about I-73. What do you think about I-73? Most politicians in this area champion the project.
I most definitely do. Matter of fact, I talked to Tom Rice, a good friend, just 2 days ago about it. And they're working hard on it, and he is saying that he thinks we have a great shot at getting it funded. If we can, I was on that committee, and if we can get 73, it will be just a great boom for our area from a job standpoint and for economic standpoint, tourism, everything down the road. It's in my opinion, it's a no-brainer.
I'm not a resident of the 5th District, but if I were, why should I vote for you?
I think I have the experience, the education, and the political acumen to carry forward and to improve the quality of life in the 5th District. I will try to do my best, and with God's help and votes from my constituents and neighbors, I think I can be very successful. And we can have a better quality of life and have a better quality of life for their children. I think that's very important.
All right. Chuck Ottwell, candidate for the 5th District Horry County Council seat. Thanks for coming in and talking with me this morning.
I thank you, Tim.
All right. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Carolina This Week.